T.K. Wade and Chris Buffaloe present Ava in Fairyland, a magical adventure for young and old alike. This episode, Railroad to Adventure.
Now, Ava dear, are you absolutely sure you packed everything? Oh, yes, Mother. I checked my bag almost 7 times now. Well, I suppose you know what you're doing. But it never hurts to be sure. Tennessee is a long ways from North Carolina, you know. It really does worry me to no end when I think of you traveling all by your lonesome. Don't worry too much, Mother. Just think about how Aunt Deborah will feel when she sees me walking through her door. She has been ever so lonely lately. Why, in her last letter she said,
"All aboard!"
Oh dear, I suppose we should cut the chatter short. Here's your ticket, dear. Just show it to the conductor when you board the train. Oh, thank you, Mother. I love you. I love you too. Take care not to get into any trouble. Let's see where my compartment will be. It should say on this ticket. Car 4. Compartment 13? Oh dear.
Excuse me, little miss, but is there a problem?
Oh, hello. You must be the conductor.
I am indeed. You seem displeased about something, and I was rather worried about you.
Oh, it is just that my ticket says I am to stay in compartment 13, which sounds like a very unlucky number to be assigned to. Don't you think so?
I hear that quite a lot. In fact, many order that their compartment be changed due to that fact. I would say, however, that compartment 13 is our most pleasant compartment of all. You see, no one ever rides in that compartment. It is one of our most pristine rooms aboard this train.
Oh, well then, I suppose that, in this case, 13 is a very lucky number. If it is like you say, I bet I'll feel like royalty in there. But would you mind showing me the way?
Right this way. Ah, here we go. Enjoy the ride, little miss.
Thank you kindly, sir. I am positive I shall. This is a really nice compartment. I think I will go ahead and take a seat. It is sure to be a long wait till I am in Tennessee with my Aunt Deborah. I wonder what I shall do to pass the time. Maybe I could hum a tune. Let's see. Banjo on my knee. Oh, it's so pretty out there. Everything's moving by so fast it already looks like another world. Maybe I'm on a fairy train.
Oh, goodness me!
Land's sakes! Can I help you, sir?
Oh dear, pardon me, ma'am, but is this not compartment 13?
Yes, it certainly is.
Then it appears we shall be sharing this cabin together. I do hope that this shall not be an imposition.
I suppose there is no harm in it. Do come in if you can. You seem a bit large for the doorway.
Oh, do not worry about me. Oh, there we go. I'm sure it's all those cakes my Aunt Jezebel made for me. I feel much larger than when I arrived, but I digress. Who do I have the lovely fortune to share this train ride with?
My name is Ava Paige. I am traveling to Tennessee to visit my Aunt Deborah, who is terribly lonely these days. And who are you?
My name is Rupert Appleton the Third, and I shall be pleased to make your acquaintance, as I am sure you shall be pleased to make mine.
It is very nice to meet you, I'm sure. But Mr. Appleton, I believe you dropped your hat as you came through the door. I don't like to be a bother, but it does seem like it is a tad too small for your head.
Oh, thank you. It is quite small for me, but as it was a gift from my great Uncle Paul of Wyoming, I feel the need to wear it all the same.
I suppose that is a very honorable thing to do. Is it the same for your jacket? It is much too big for you, you know.
Indeed it is. This jacket was a gift from my cousin Gunther in Delaware. I settled a number of his debts, and he insisted I take the jacket as a gift.
It seems to me that your friends are not very wise in gift-giving.
Where that may be true, you must understand that a gift is a very precious thing that must not be mistreated. Take this colorful bag, for example. It seems rather silly and patched up, does it not? But I assure you that this is one of the most interesting bags that has ever been invented.
What is so interesting about your bag?
Why, every time I need something, I always seem to find the item of necessity within this bag. It is very peculiar, but is also quite true.
Is it a magical bag?
That is by no means certain, but if there is something you need, maybe I might check the bag and see if I shall find it.
I could use a new hairbrush. Mine is rather old and losing many of its bristles.
Well, let's have a look. Ah, that's funny. I don't remember bringing a yellow hairbrush with me.
Oh, how delightful! It really must be a magical bag. Yellow is my favorite color, you know.
Yes, I thought it might be. You were rather covered from head to toe in yellow.
Yellow is my most favorite color in the whole wide world, Mr. Appleton. Is this hairbrush really for me?
Indeed, little girl, it is a gift.
Thank you ever so much. I will treasure it always.
Goodness me! Is someone knocking from outside that window?
Heavens! It does sound like it. Is it a poor person trapped on the outside of the train? Oh, Rupert, you must check and see what it is. What if whoever it is falls off? They might be hurt. Or worse.
Indeed I must. I hope there's still time. Merciful heavens! It's a rabbit! He's hanging on for dear life!
Oh my! Pull him in quick!
Gotcha! There we go, all safe and sound.
Just look at that poor little bunny! He must have been awfully frightened out there.
You can say that again.
Heavens! Did that rabbit just speak?
I think it just did. Did you speak, Mr. Rabbit?
I most certainly did, and I must give you my fondest gratitude for rescuing me. I fear that if I had been out there much longer, I would have been a goner. I tell you that I was nearly at the end of my rope.
What was at the end of your rope?
A fox! And he has quite the number of them looking for me on this very train.
Foxes? Pish posh! I saw no foxes on this train.
Neither did I. But if this is a fairy train, then anything is possible. Do you have a name, little bunny?
You may call me Jasper. And what shall I call my rescuers?
I am Ava Paige.
And I am Rupert Appleton the Third, and I shall be pleased to make your acquaintance, as I am sure you shall be pleased to make mine.
Not unless you help me escape these foxes. Now I do hate to interrupt our fine introductions, but my long bunny ears, which are very good at hearing, are picking up a fox just outside the door to this room. Oh, Mr. Appleton, might I hide inside that colorful bag of yours?
Oh, yes. Mr. Rupert, you must help him.
Very well, I suppose. Hop on in.
Thank you, sir.
But I certainly doubt that we shall soon find a fox knocking at our door. Really, this whole thing about foxes and whatnot is quite absurd. Who might this be?
A fox! And he is holding a musket!
Goodness me!
Indeed I am. It is the standard issue weapon of my regiment. But I do not wish either of you humans to be fearful. I, Captain Slytail Red, am merely performing an investigation of great importance.
What are you investigating?
I am looking for a fugitive rabbit. It is my duty to find him, and it is a job that I take with the utmost importance. Please, have you seen a rabbit of any sort hopping through these cars?
I am afraid we haven't seen a rabbit here. Have you seen one, Mr. Appleton?
No, I cannot say I have seen a rabbit.
How very disappointing. But ho! What a fine, colorful bag you have there, sir. I have always wanted one similar for myself, but have yet to acquire one.
Oh, yes, indeed. I rather enjoy it myself. It carries all of my valuable possessions quite well, I must say. But yes, I agree that it is quite colorful.
One might even call it hair-raising.
Yes, I agree. Well, perhaps someday I shall have one of my own. On to the matters at hand. I shall leave you both in peace, so that I may finish my investigation. If you both will be kind enough to tell me your names, I shall make note of it and then carry on.
My name is Ava Paige, sir.
And I am Rupert Appleton the Third, and I shall be pleased to make your acquaintance, as I am sure you shall be pleased to make mine.
Not without a rabbit, I am afraid. I must ask that you all remain within this compartment until my investigation is complete. Carry on.
Can you believe that, Mr. Appleton? A fox with a musket.
Where in the world does one find a talking rabbit and a gun-wielding fox?
We really must be in Fairyland.
Good heavens! We must have taken the wrong train.
We need to get out of here right now. That sly-tail Red is smarter than he looks. He'll have a dozen of his men in here before you know it.
Dear me! Are you certain? My.
Rupert, we have to save Jasper. Who knows what these foxes will do to him?
Sir, I must press upon you that you are my only hope in this matter. Will you save me?
Very well. I am, after all, a gentleman. And what gentleman could ever resist such a request from a cute, yellow girl and an imperiled, talking rabbit? Jasper, remain inside my bag.
Understood.
Ava, come with me. Do step lightly. I do not wish for that fox or his men to notice us, if we can help it.
I won't even make a peep. Lead the way. No foxes yet, Mr. Appleton. Where do you suppose we should go?
We cannot escape. I must implore the engineer to stop the train.
Oh dear, I hear people in the next car. I hope it isn't foxes.
Pardon me, dear human. You are blocking my path to the dining car.
Oh dear, very sorry. Please allow me to just... Goodness! You're a talking cat.
Indeed. And I suppose if I went about stating the obvious, I would qualify to be a human. What silly creatures you are.
Oh, look, Mr. Appleton! The dining cart is full of talking animals.
Yes, I can see that. It is most queer indeed.
Why, there are all kinds of animals here. There's a dog eating a bone, but all proper, like with a fork and knife. And over there is a hippopotamus. She's so big. She's taking up 2 chairs for herself. How very funny.
Funny, yes, but also amazing. I keep wondering if I'm dreaming. Oh ho.
Halt!
Oh dear! It's Captain Slytail, and he has his musket pointed right at us.
Good Lord!
Indeed. You should have remained within your cabin as I asked. Now, I shall be forced to search that bag of yours. You must surrender.
Oh, Rupert, you must think of something. We can't allow him to find little Jasper.
What? Yes, of course. If only there was a way. Aha! The emergency cord! Hold on to something, Ava!
What are you doing? Ag! My musket!
Quick, Rupert, let's run away.
Good idea, before that fox reacquires that dreadful musket of his. Through the exit, here! Run!
We made it out, but where do we go now? The foxes may still catch us.
Well, I suppose we should just... Whoa!
Mr. Rupert, where did you... Ah!
Oof.
Oh, goodness. Did we fall into a hole?
I believe so.
Oh, dear. I wonder where we are now.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Ava and Fairyland, brought to you by TK Wade and Chris Buffaloe. We hope you shall tune in next time to see what happens to Ava, Rupert, and little Jasper. The part of Ava, her mother, and the cat were played by Ava Buffaloe. The train conductor was portrayed by Lee Harvey. Chris Buffaloe took on the role of Rupert Appleton, and TK Wade portrayed Jasper the Rabbit. The part of Slytail Red the Fox, as well as the announcer, were performed by Sean O'Toole. All musical pieces were composed and performed by M.J.S. Shelvis. The script, as well as the original story, were written by T.K. Wade. This program is lovingly dedicated to the memory of Lynn Ann O'Toole.